Well, hello there, people with the internet, and hello again. I'm TheMBmulti. Welcome to part 27 of my Rome 2 Total War Let's Play campaign as Egypt. In the previous episode, we started our war with Galatia. We have 3 of their cities on the siege with walls, where we're building siege equipment because the author of course says that it's impossible, but it's, as we figured out at the end of the previous episode, it's not that impossible because I won a rather easy victory here at Iconium. The only damage that we took was because of the slingers mostly, and everybody else has only got 1 kill or 2 kills. But just because their armies are not as strong as Auto-Resolve thinks that they are, that doesn't mean, of course, that I'm going to just rush in there. Yeah, Galatian legionaries. What a fucking joke. The Celts have taught the Romans more than they're prepared to admit, but this is a two-way street. Yeah, that is very true. Lots of Roman things are because of the helmet, of course, the famous helmet from the Legionnaires is a Celtic or Gallic, I think, helmet. It's called a Gallia in Latin as well. That design is from the Gauls, but the Romans thought, oh, that helmet works very well. Took it to Rome, studied why the helmet worked so well, improved the design, and then they put it in mass production and used it for their armies. So that is definitely true, but fucking just because a bunch of barbarian fucking thugs walk around in a group and call themselves legionnaires is a gigantic joke and an insult to all of civilization. Now that seems to be some of the more elite stuff that they can train. Okay, so stats-wise, my guys are actually stronger. Alright, I have saved. I have done all this. Have I sent missions? Yes. So end the turn, see what happens. Because of course Cyprus and Sparta are now also at war. Okay, they took C-Day from them. That's actually fine, because that just means that I can take it from Galatia, and then I don't have to give it back. Oh, look at that, Sparta is coming.
My people do not like luxury.
Famous scholar, troop morale penalty, technology research penalty. Raise a fleet at Antioch. Oh, look at that, they're all suffering from attrition now because they lost Iconium. Right, you might as well just go to C-Day immediately. Yeah, I was gonna send you to Nicomedia. I'm actually still gonna send you to Nicomedia because I should have... Yeah, I should have moved you earlier. I should have more armies around. Yeah, you can force march to that. There's armies everywhere. Oh yeah, and I should definitely use the pharaoh, the new pharaoh, to get a move on to... Oh yeah, well, whoops, sorry Trapezoss. I've been doing so well avoiding trespassing people, and then I just left the pharaoh of all people just wander through Trapezoss's land. That's a bit embarrassing. But yeah, look at that, Sparta's coming to help. It's a bit annoying because, of course, I haven't had the best of luck these past few episodes with getting a critical success. Sparta. Well, we don't have to send a diplomatic mission to Cyprus anymore because they lost C-Day already. Okay, so they went into a fortified stance here. 5 turns until they have to surrender. 3 turns until they have to surrender. So just starve them out a little bit. Yeah, these guys aren't starved out because of course they have a port. Oh, look at that. The navy is there on patrol stance. They probably want to stop the Spartans from coming through. That does mean that we have a way easier time of getting in here, so... let's do that then. Jesus, well at least the elephants are alive. There's a bunch of fucking garbage in there, just burn it all down. It's all made of wood anyway, so that's pretty easy to burn down. Yeah, get a barracks here, an agora, a temple, and an industry area. Oh, we don't actually need the temple because we have a temple right there. I was gonna build a this thing, the mausoleum, but I'm gonna do that in phases actually, so just build another one of those here. So stay there and heal. There's another army coming through here to help you out. Get the spy. Where is my other spy? There you are. Oh yeah, you're paying attention to them. Not really necessary. Why is there an... You get a move on. You're useless down there. Just attach yourself to an army. Start giving them experience. Okay, so yeah, these guys, definitely keep starving them out so that we'll have an easier time fighting them. Nicomedia is ours now, and that should also help clear the way for Sparta. Which is nice. Yeah, we can ignore Pergamon because that's owned by Rhodos, and Rhodos is not... what's it called? Has nothing to do with the conflict. You're standing aside. Yeah, war with Galatia, they're like that. They hate Galatia. Oh, of course, they lost the town to Galatia, so that would make sense. Oh, they also trespassed Cyprus before this all started. Yeah, they only dislike them a tiny bit because of their war with me for some reason. And that they trespassed me. Release troops of Cyprus. Okay, that's nice of them. Yeah, we keep Tarsus and Ankita on the siege for now. Save the game. Because you are going to attack Side. And then we're going to keep it. Oh, look at that. They're already in a pretty damaged state. And the damage is on most of their elite stuff anyway. Alright, let's fight this manually. Because if we auto-resolve, we probably will win, but then the damage will be ridiculous on my soldiers, and I need this army to be in good shape, just in case they send some of the armies from Tarsus over to try and retake Side. So, we need to win this battle, and we need to win this battle well. No rain, because we need archers. There you go. Yeah, so that's the goal. Win the battle and win it well, because this army needs to be in good shape, just in case we get counterattacked by the guys at Tarsus.
Royal Thorax Swordsman.
Yeah, try to keep an eye on the bigger picture here.
For Egypt!
For Egypt! Oh, the cavalry. There we go. Right, they have absolutely zero garrison, because of course they just took this town. Better go in shield wall. Pikes at the ready! Form phalanx! Oh, there's wolves over here. Not at the double, just walk. I did see that they have some guys right there. I'm going to move the swordsman there. Protect the flank. Servants of mighty pharaoh! Move the chariots forward as well. Is that her? No, that's a random guy. Where is our general? No, this has to be her. Why the hell does she look like that? Oh, no, it is her. Never mind. I thought it was a mask for a second, but no, that's just her face. There we go. Slowly creeping forward.
Where are you off to? Stand your ground.
I always find it really cool. Just a slow shot of that, just phalanx slowly rolling towards you. Alright, archers. Do your thing. Yes, I know they're in shield wall. But also I know that this can happen. But they change formation and then we can shoot them in the back. Yeah, fucking Galatian legionnaires. Let's avenge the Romans for the Galatians to dirty that name with these fucking pathetic pieces of shit. And yes, I know they're good units, but they're barbarians, so they are less in every single way. And I get to say that because I'm a Roman. That's how I think about every barbarian nation. And then they turn around, and that's when the real casualties start happening. And then they're not properly in formation yet, so then they're also gonna take a lot of casualties. That's a lot of wasted arrows though, but okay. These guys almost naked. Oh, you turned around at the wrong time. The arrows were just coming in. Great for me, though. Wavering. And broken. There you go. Oh, they have that same fucking epiphany moment where they all just decide to charge in. It seems like it. Well, go ahead and throw yourselves against the phalanx, see how well that works. It didn't work last time. Maybe it'll work this time. Just give it a try. Mercenary citizen cavalry.
is turning in our favor.
Noble horse. No, there we go. Well, this is definitely the barbarian way of just headbutting them. Just going head first. Run at full force with your head against the wall. See if that works. That's what they do. They just charge full force and then just go. I mean, not all the time, but generally that's what they do. They psych themselves up and then they charge and then just go. There we go. Alright, general's about to die.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Don't know which one is the general, they all look the same. You, I guess, with the feathers on your helmet? Well, whoever he was, he's dead now. Okay, there we go. They ran away. Wow, they went down to the last man, huh?
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Let's... Well, the phalanx is a bit messy here, but they seem to be holding their own still. Why did you... What the fuck? I don't even see anyone here. Or did you kill something already? Was there... I don't even see anything. And if there was one guy, then why on earth would you...
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Waste all of your spears on just one guy? There we go. Oh, they're running towards the phalanx. So, oh yeah, hang on, that's the direction that we've been trying to get through for ages. Maybe we shouldn't go there. Egyptian warriors! And they're all trying to leave through here. on, just get this guy. There we go. I definitely get those legionnaires. I think those might be the only two left. There we go. The standard bearer guy. He's not even running away anymore. He just walks towards them. He just accepted his fate. There we go. Okay, those weren't the last guys. But I'll end the other off anyway. There we go. Only 78 men lost. 8 of which were friendly fire, it seems. They had 0 friendly fire. Got some good target practice in for my archers and for my 30 spears. Thork swordsman, the elephants had and the general had a pretty relaxed day today. The swordsman needed to protect the flank that they never went for, that they never used to outflank me, and I didn't need the elephants in the chariot. There we go. Yeah, just occupy. It's all Greek anyway. Thank you. I might as well leave it like this, actually. Okay, so... move you here. And you there. Because they may just move straight to Mazaka. If they do, they have to walk around here to waste a ton of movement or fight him. And then when they fight him, this army will come in to reinforce. There. Okay, so you can relax at Nicomedia, replenish your shit, and get an upgrade. Ferocious warrior. You have those, no, you have slingers. That's right, this is the old pharaoh's army. So just upgrade that, give the war cry ability. I mean, those missile attack things still work because, you know, they upgrade missile attack regardless of whether it's an archer or a slinger or a skirmisher. But still. It's a bit easy to get confused in that regard because the image is of a bow, so you may think, oh shit, they need to have archers, actual archers, but no, it's just missile attack increase or missile range increase or whatever it is. And they just use that symbol of a bow to symbolize what the thing is for. But it's not like you actually have to have a bow. Crude, rude, and probably... oh no, rude, crude, and probably lewd. This guy. I'll swear as much as I want, you utter front bottom. He gets zeal from that though. And a treasurer because he got... no, this. City governor. Captured Nicomedia. I raised it. Ah, there we go! I finally know that Knossos exists. Hang on. Hello, Knossos. They've literally just been chilling on Crete for the entire campaign.
I am honored to greet such an ambassador of such worthy people.
They finally realized that I'm here, even though I've been, like, taking over the Mediterranean for the past, I don't know how many turns.
I must accept.
The value is 2,270. Oh, they don't have any money to give, I think. Right, well, at least trade. I want them to be my satrapy in the end. because I want to conquer all of Macedonia and Thrace through the diplomatic stuffs, because that is all owned by Sparta and Athens. Oh, look at that, Athens took that from the Getae. But I want that all for myself. But then I want Athens, Sparta and Knossos to be my satrapy, so then I indirectly own all of Hellas. Which is something that I do quite a lot when I'm playing a campaign in Rome 2. Except when I'm Rome, then I want to just conquer everything, but... yeah. When I'm especially when I'm a Greek faction, I kind of like to have Athens and Sparta and Knossos as my client states or my satrapies or whatever. Have a little league of their own, of my own, you know? Right, the question is, will the food stuff be solved because I just wiped out another army for Galatia? Yeah, you want a peace treaty, I know. You still demand that I pay for it, though. Alright, here comes Sparta. Oh, the only one army.
We have symbols.
Well, so you're going the wrong way. There's nothing there, Sparta, unless you want to go for Trapezoes. Cyprus isn't really doing anything. They just lost that city to the armies of Galatia, and now they're just like hanging around. Generous tributes, troop morale penalty, research complete. Slaves escaped in Iconium. Plus -8 to civil unrest every year. What do you mean? I don't see anything. Like, there's not a physical army. It's just a fun event. It's so annoying. Like, there we go. Look at that. That may be the reason why they ran away. But yeah, many slaves have escaped their bonds and are now marching through the countryside, bringing chaos and death to any who encounter them. That's an amazing description, but I don't see anything. It's not like there's a rebel army here or an army of slaves. Have an army of slaves spawn here, then. It's so easy. What the fuck? Such a missed opportunity. It's so fun when you... I mean... I always find it fun. Yeah, there we go. All of civil stuff is researched. -60 attritional losses when besieging. That's actually pretty useful. Should have researched that earlier. But yeah, you have an event that there's a slave revolt, and then there's nothing. It's just, oh, negative public order, which I don't care about because of look at how much public order I already have. Such a missed opportunity to just have a random slave army pop up, because that would be pretty cool, because, you know, this has been Galatian, and then now I conquered it, so then the slaves were like, yeah, fuck that, we're gonna use this opportunity to get the hell out of here, and then a random slave army pops up, and then all of a sudden I have to deal with something else. Such a fucking missed opportunity. Why the hell didn't they do that? Why the hell is there no slave armies that popped up over there? It's so unfortunate, man. Stuff like that is stuff that did happen in Rome 1, which is why I feel Rome 1 has way more character than this game. You can sort of add it back, especially with those amazing traits with the trade styles and toadies, but that's exactly it. You need mods for that. In vanilla, it lacks the soul or whatever. It's a bit difficult to express it, but I feel like they just... That stuff that actually would happen in Rome 1. If there was a slave revolt, then bam, there was actually it wouldn't be just a regular revolt, it would be a slave revolt. It would be called the Gladiator Uprising or the Rebellious Slaves or whatever. But here, no, it's just debuff. That's the majority of the things in this game, actually. A debuff or a bonus, or whatever you want to call it. Or the opposite of a debuff. It's like, oh, this amazing event happened. Debuff. Oh, this thing happens. Bonus. Oh, rampant piracy. You just lose a tiny bit of money you don't even notice. It's not like an actual pirate fleet just appeared and is harassing your port, so you actually have to raise a fleet to counter that. No, it's just debuff or whatever. Here too, slave revolt. Sounds amazing. You're like, oh crap, I all of a sudden have to worry about that. No. It's just a debuff. That's it. Debuff that I don't notice because of how much public order I already have. Such a fucking missed opportunity. I mean, I can understand why they wanted to get rid of the rebel faction in that way, because of course they wanted to add more faction. Every single faction, especially when, of course, a lot of them have died already. But at the start of the game, when essentially every village is owned by a different faction, you know, they did their research, like, oh, this tribe lived here, this tribe lived here as well. Oh, we'll use this one because this one was stronger or more important back in the day, so we'll use this tribe instead of the other tribe. And that, you know, they definitely did their homework. And I understand that you don't want the rebel faction to own a ton of stuff because you want to actually have all the factions of all the tribes that lived here. But you have to specifically set out to create the rebels now. It is possible, you can see them, but it's sort of like they're allergic to it, which is just ridiculous because they provide a very important function in Rome 1 that they could have definitely used here in Rome 2, especially with all these events that they keep popping up. But they lack any substance because there's absolutely no weight behind it. It's just a debuff or a bonus that you don't notice. But yeah, whatever. I've also had quite the many rants about that in various videos, so just pick a random Rome 2 Total War video and there's a big chance I'll talk about it. Also about how I would see it for me, because of course I already talked about how I would love to see a separate public order bar, just public order for citizens and for slaves. And you have a bit more tools to your disposal to keep the slave public order in check. Just pay money and then you crack down on slave revolts or whatever. But if you do that too much, then you can actually get a gigantic slave revolt, and then you have an actual army, you know, of rebels that keeps on increasing, just like if you were to have a revolt, regular revolt, but then a specifically slave revolt. But no, none of that is in the game, which sucks. Alright, balance of power hasn't really shifted all that much, so we're just going to keep laying siege to Tarsus. There's military buildings there. Don't even need them in the end, because I already have this here. Well, I guess I could switch it to that, what's it called, to that skirmisher thing, so that I have both military buildings here. Well, then again, I also have I also am building that here in Nicomedia, so I don't really need it in Tarsus. But it's easier to convert it than to demolish it and build it anew. So I could cancel this, maybe. Ah, whatever, I'll just leave it. Whatever, doesn't matter. 2 turns until they have to surrender. But you have a little peek over here. Oh, they just raised this army.
Is there nothing more?
Yeah, keep marching. Yeah, you need to replenish. I'm not gonna fight with your elephants in that state. That doesn't matter because you've already run out of movement. Okay, next turn you can take Pessinus. After that, we're attacking Ephesus. Oh, there's also some Greek buildings in here still. Right? That cattle market or whatever it's called. Okay, I think this is literally it. These 3 armies, and then the one that they just raised. Oh, there's also this fleet here. Speaking of fleet, oh yeah, there was an objective, right? That I needed to raise a fleet. I have 1 turn to do that. Might as well, just for funsies. I know I don't usually put people of my family in fleets, but I'm gonna make an exception here. Okay, so let's get some fucking amazing ships. Oh, that takes 2 turns. Let's first of all get some of those. 4 of those. 3 of those. Then... Okay, so yeah, these have more range, but these have more damage. 3 of each of those. Make it 5 of those and then 4 of these. So, there we go. Now you can move, but if we do that, there's a big chance that fleet will just take C-Day right back, and I don't want that, obviously. Yeah, you have the archers, so definitely get that for you. Yeah, it's inevitable that they're going to raise that army there, so it's not like I can... Well, I could rush with you, but I don't think it's worth it to rush to Ephesus and take that to then lose C-Day to them. Well, we can go there next turn, because next turn you can take over and you can protect C-Day while you go off to Ephesus. Meanwhile, we're still laying siege to those two, and the other army is going to attack Pessinus. Oh yeah, I forgot this guy. Just need to find an army and then stick him in there.
The love of gold can stir.
Oh, they want to be a satrapy now. Yeah, no, you will be insanely in the way if you're my satrapy. Oh, there we go. Sparta's going the right way. Oh, maybe Sparta will be joining the battle.
You have many fine goods that many among us...
No, I need to fight you at some point, Caucus. You don't know that yet, but I am going
I
to.
dare not ask much.
Famous scholar. Penalty to trading. Yeah, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ships per turn. That's pretty great. Pretty great. I wanted to say crazy and great at the same time. And then it became great. Okay, so yeah, you're off to Ephesus. You're defending C-Day from the fleet. You lay siege to Pessinus. I don't think the Spartans are nearby enough. No. I'll quickly take this anyway. Just burn it down. The servants of Anubis. There you go. You don't need to train anything. Okay, send diplomatic mission to Athens, to Rhodos, and Sparta. Because I'm now starting to conquer the province of Asia, so I need Pergamon from Rhodos. There we go, now they're really starting to feel it. They have to assault next turn. They're starting to feel it too. And these guys get double attrition, because they get attrition because they're on the siege, and because their faction has run out of food. Well, there's plus 10 here, but there's no food in any of those apparently. They are patrolling here. They want to stop this army from the Perioikoi hoplites. Ooh, Spartan hoplites? Oh, it's just a they looked way more badass than that. This is just a basic infantry unit for the Spartans. They look like Spartan... Yeah, these... I thought it was this, like Royal Spartans or something, but no. Oh, Perioikoi pikemen. They have some pikes as well. Gorgo skirmishers. Come with the shield or on it. Is that a female unit? Yeah, it seems like these are. Yeah, it's from the Daughters of Mars DLC, I think. Which adds a bunch of female warriors throughout the game. I guess those guys are part of it. As well as the Cimbrian bow women, which a bunch of Germanic tribes can train. Among others. I can't remember what the other ones are. But there's some more here and there. Oh, there's also the spear women or whatever. That the Germanic tribes can also train. And I believe Saba or something can train some female warriors as well. Alright. So they will sally... Oh yeah, I forgot the pharaoh. They will sally out at Ankira this turn. Highly doubt that they'll just accept defeat there. Yeah, exactly. But, of course, with them being so weak because of being starred out for over a year, means that we can just completely annihilate them. Yeah, just burn all that garbage down. Oh, there we go. Sparta is making the move, getting a move on. Right, if I lay siege to Ephesus, will Sparta stand next to the city so that they can come in to help in and reinforce? Famous scholar, technology penalty, and famous bard. Oh yeah, that's right, I have 20 provinces now, and I did both side objectives. Alright, and now the only thing left to do is achieve victory conditions. Okay, so... Yeah, 85 settlements in total. We're on 70, right? Yeah, that's military. I think military is the easiest at this point. For this, I have the settlements required, but then I need Magna Graecia, so I need to go to Italy anyway. I need fucking Tarraconensis! Holy crap, and Provincia. Yeah, that's way too far away. Trade relations with... Okay. Which resource am I missing? Fur? Or leather, or whatever it's called? I think it's leather. It's always leather. every single time I play a campaign, the only resource I'm lacking is leather. Always. Also, because I keep forgetting that it's not down there. In Attila Total War, there is a leather resource... talking. There is a leather resource all the way down in Ethiopia, but in Rome 2 there isn't. But yeah, leather is the only resource that I don't have at this point, I think. I have everything else, though. But yeah, fucking Tarraconensis, Jesus. Cisalpina? Mauritania. Mauritania, really? The fucking edge of the world here. Yeah, okay, so military is easiest. At least for this, how I have developed. Not in general, because, you know, if you decided to go all the way through Africa, then you would already have some stuff in Spain, so then cultural or economic would be easier. But how the campaign has developed for me means that military is easiest. Macedonia, I'm working on it, just haven't had a critical success yet. And Italia, either I just conquered from the Carthaginians or I just get a military alliance with them really quickly at the end. And I need 75 naval units, I'm working on that too. Two turns until surrender. No, sure, just get Ferocious Warrior. It's a bit of the generic route that I take all the time, but whatever.
I shall take this.
Yeah, okay, so just lay siege. Maybe the Spartans will show up. Kinda want to fight a battle together with the Spartans. Yeah, you don't need a temple because we already have one in Samosata. And you don't need the barracks either, because we have them in Lycomedia and Tarsus after we capture it. Should we get a siege workshop? I think I already have one, but that's all the way in Media Magna, or whatever that province is called. What is Egypt siege equipment? Ballista, Scorpion, Ballista, whatever this thing is. Oh yeah, Polybolos. Oh yeah, we can get the chariots through here. Onager and Giant Onager. Yeah, sure. We maybe can fill some armies with chariots this way. Yeah, okay, so you lay siege. Hopefully the Spartans will show up in the next turn. That would be pretty cool. They're having a food issue now. Yeah, they lost C-Day, but then I captured them, and I'm not giving it back. I can't even give it back, even if I wanted to. They would have to do this with me, and the AI can't do this, because the AI doesn't have to worry about any political things whatsoever. Alright, so... yeah, you.
For Egypt. Attack!
Task Justice. Yeah, attach yourself to that, I guess. Or maybe to this army with all the elephants and fancy...
To serve Pharaoh. The desert breeds tough men.
the desert breed stuff, man. Yeah, there. Just upgrades, give some experience to these ridiculously insane elephants and these Syrian archers. Okay, so save it with the guy in there. End the turn. Fingers crossed that the Spartans actually... Not that that matters, I can easily take Ephesus on my own, but would be fun, just fun, you know? You very rarely fight battles with multiple factions on your side. And they finally stopped patrolling there because the Spartans have made it through. Okay, he returns. And I can't see what the other guy did.
My people do not like luxury.
Yeah, no, you need to be my satrapy at some point, but we'll discuss that later. I'm a bit busy with this war with Galatia right now. Famous bards, okay. Famous scholar. Technology research battle. Jesus, I just don't have any luck with those diplomatic things. Oh, they're raiding there. Nice. Good job, Sparta. Are you close enough to help me out? No. Come on. You just need to move a tiny bit closer, Sparta. Where the hell's the army? Oh, they escaped on the ships. Yeah. Oh, they're going to attack Cyprus. Yeah, my fleet isn't done yet, so I can't help you yet, Cyprus. Oh, this is just one that I can recruit it here still, so. You go this way. And then hire it, because it works that way in Rome too. Okay, so next turn, they attack. Alright, I'll save it here. I'm ending the episode. In the next episode, we're going to be fighting some battles. I guess I want to fight them first? Oh, okay, what the fuck? The fruit thing is fixed, and within an instant they... Okay, whatever, that's fucking ridiculous.
Besieging
Alright, well anyway, the battle has to commence at some point. I was thinking of maybe attacking them with these two armies. But they just gained everything back within one turn, essentially. It took them fucking... How many turns was this on the siege? 6 or something? Or 6 in total, so 5 turns of siege. Took them 5 turns to get down to half health. 1 turn later, everything is back to normal. Almost entirely back to normal. Fuck off. That is so ridiculous. I'll just get a fishing port there, nothing crazy. Periodicos camp. Don't really need another library. I am pretty close with all the research being done. I'll build it anyway, whatever. No, hang on, no. Wasn't there a famous library in Ephesus? As well? I mean, the most famous one is in Alexandria, of course, but I'm pretty sure there was a famous one in Ephesus as well. That either burned down during Julius Caesar's reign? Or am I now mixing it up with the one of Alexandria? I don't remember. But anyway, the point is that I'm building a library in Ephesus. So in that case, just build the grain market, because I remember that there is a slave market here. So get rid of the slave... Yeah, I'll keep the slave market. I'll keep that... fucking thing, whatever it is, that cattle market. I'll switch one of those other 2 yellow ones into a library, and the other one will be outskirts. No, because I need a temple here, the mausoleum. Ugh, excuse me. Alright, anyway, yeah, so battles and shit. Hopefully Sparta will move just a tiny bit closer in the next turn so that they can actually help with the battle at the phases. Again, not because it's necessary, but just because it's fun. Also, you should build additional stuff just in case. Alright, that'll be it for this one. Hope you Romans enjoyed it. Click the like button beneath if you did. Subscribe to join the Roman army, and I'll see you in the next one. See you later, Romans. Walete.
and remember this above